This is the tale of Orpheus and Eurydice, the story of love, a story that crosses the eons of time, a story about how death may separate those we love and how we hold them dear within our heart. Orpheus had proven his right to marry Eurydice before the Athenian tribunal. Now a celebration must be prepared. In celebration of winning their case, Eurydice and her companions went out into a meadow within the forest to pick flowers for the marriage ceremony. The maidens had not ventured too far into the meadow before they found an abundant patch of flowers, the ones that you see here. Eurydice bent over to pick a bouquet of flowers. She failed to notice a snake slithering upon the ground. It's bitten me! Eurydice let out a scream and fell upon the ground, writhing in pain. Her companions rushed to see what was the matter. But it was too late. Always too late in these cases. The sobbing throng of girls returned home carrying Eurydice in their arms. Flowers meant for a wedding now became a funeral wreath. When Orpheus heard the news of her death, his grief was unbearable. Where joy had once blossomed, now grief flooded his heart. The city of Athens mourned Eurydice's death. She was buried that day, and the funeral rites were executed with heavy hearts by her family and friends. None grieved as profusely as Orpheus. Joy was now replaced with darkness and gloom. Months passed, and yet Orpheus's heart remained solitary and dark. His friend Jason approached him and suggested that he make a trip to the underworld to plead with Hades for the release of Eurydice. A light radiated from Orpheus's face as hope glowed within his heart for the return of his beloved. This is the tale of that fateful trip. This is my only hope for restoring that which has been stolen away from me so wickedly. Orpheus, this is a dangerous journey. Only Hercules has succeeded in descending to Hades' kingdom and lived to return. Your only hope will be to use your harp to tame the heart of Hades. You will encounter many things which the living were never meant to see. Beware, my friend, and remember, music is your only hope. I will, my friend. I must now depart for the nether regions to find my beloved Eurydice. As I descended into the kingdom of Hades, I encountered the river Styx. I paid Chiron a toll to cross the river. Deep within this sorrowful realm I encountered Cerberus, the three-headed dog. This is Cerberus. I sang and played my harp, soothing Cerberus to sleep, and continued my journey deep into the realm of the dead. Eventually, I, Orpheus, found almighty Hades with his queen Persephone, and pled my case. Who dares to enter the realm of the dead? Speak now, or I will cut your life short upon the spot you stand. Do you hear me? It is I, Orpheus of Athens, who comes in the name of love, which even you, immortal god of death, found in all beauteous Persephone, your queen. I come pleading in the name of love for the release of her soul. Her life was taken by the vile snake who creeps upon its belly. This foul creature stole that which was mine, and I beg you to have compassion upon me. I once played music that delighted everything which the sun above shines upon. Darkness has extinguished all joy in my heart with the death of my beloved. Foolish mortal! The laws of nature cannot be reversed when the fates decree. One's time is up on earth. The lifeline is cut. Her shadow must now dwell here in my realm for all eternity. Dark immortal Lord, my husband, let us listen to his music and debate between ourselves whether this is folly or true love. You well know the pain which you endure as I depart to see my mother. Each spring, Demeter awaits me just as you await my return. Cannot the heart of death's king express compassion just as surely as you desire my return each winter? Cannot love endure all things, even death? Let us listen to Orpheus's music and reflect upon these questions. Orpheus plays his harp, and slowly the hearts of the gods melt into differing degrees of compassion. Orpheus, you may take Eurydice back to the world above on one condition. Only one condition. She will follow you during your return trip, but you must not look behind yourself for even a second. She must fully exit the gates of this realm into daylight before you may turn to see her. If you violate this condition, she will return to this realm for all eternity. Do you understand? Almighty Hades, I hear and I understand. I rejoice in my heart at the thought of my beloved returning to my arms. Your terms are agreed to. Guard, bring Eurydice here. Yes, master. I hear and I understand. Look well upon her now, because if you break your vow At any point, she is lost to you forever. Do you understand? Yes, I understand. Go now, before I change my mind. Orpheus turns and begins the journey upwards, and Eurydice follows in silence behind him. On his journey upwards, Orpheus retraces his path back to the land of the living. As he exits the opening of the cave, in a moment of joyous anticipation, he turns to behold his lover, his beloved. But at that moment, Eurydice was still within the shade of the cave. Orpheus, what have you done? Orpheus sees her shadow recede back into the darkness of the cave and realizes that he has broken his vow to Hades. He raises his arms heavenward, wailing such as all mortals do when they lose those they love. Love is eternal, but death always wins in the end. None may escape death's grip. Love is but a band-aid that patches the wounded heart and allows it to heal by means of the passage of time. Orpheus, in time, you can remember the time you shared. Now it is time to let go. The end.